What are 5 things you should focus on when shopping for a home? Welcome back to Powell Homes Group Tips You Can Use series, where we provide answers and tips to buyers, sellers, and real estate investors. In today's video, we're going to be focusing on buyer tips. Now, these tips are going to be great for first-time home buyers as well as the home buyer who have bought many homes in the past. My name is Kirsten Powell, and together with my husband Rick, we own and operate Powell Homes Group right here in beautiful Boise, Idaho, and both of us are real estate broker associates with Real Broker LLC. Whether you are a first-time home buyer or a seasoned pro, it can be exciting but also an overwhelming experience to buy a home since there are so many factors and options to consider. It's important to focus on the right things while looking for a home so that once you find a home that you want to buy, the buying actually becomes a successful event. We want to remind you that these tips are going to be for buyers who are already pre-approved if you're financing your home, and also for buyers that are purchasing with cash. Before we get started, we want to remind you that you should subscribe to our channel. So hit that subscribe button below. And if you find this video helpful and you like it, make sure you give us a thumbs up and do share it with family and friends. So buyers, let's go ahead and get started on what you should be focusing on when buying your home. Number 1, the budget has to be right for you. When you are shopping for a home, it's important to have a realistic budget in mind. You would already have discussed this with your lender and us before we even actually start looking at homes, because that actually dictates the price range that we're going to be looking at. The things that you want to take into consideration is, of course, the purchase price, but you're going to have other costs. You're going to have closing costs, ongoing costs such as property taxes, insurance, and maintenance. So those should be factored into your budget. We must remind you that if you're buying an existing or an older home, there could be necessary renovations and of course upgrades that you want to take into consideration for your budget. So together with your lender, you will already have discussed all of your finances and come to a number that you're comfortable with. And we should tell you that many times you will find that you're going to be pre-approved for an amount larger than what you're comfortable with. So we want to make sure that we recommend to you that you stick within the budget that you're comfortable with. Number 2, what are your long-term goals with this house? Are you shopping for a home and thinking about your long-term goals? Are you planning to work from home? Or is this perhaps going to be a home that you want to retire in? You want to consider the home's layout, the size, and the future potential to make sure it meets your needs over the years. Number 3, location, location, location. One of the most important factors when shopping for a home is going to be location. Consider the proximity to schools, shops, public transportation, and other amenities that are going to be important to you. Think about the surrounding neighborhood and what kind of community that you want to be part of. Please also take into consideration things that cannot be changed. Is the home located on a busy street? Is it back into a field that down the line may be sold and more homes, perhaps shopping, condo, or even townhomes could be built right next to you? Going on to tip number 4. What is the home's condition? Consider the overall condition of the home and what kind of work may need to be done. This can include anything from cosmetic repairs to major repairs. We're not home inspectors, but with our many years of experience, we may see things that you as a buyer may not be looking for. So we will make sure to share those things with you. And when you are getting into contract, we 100% want to recommend that you get a home inspection. Now, sometimes you will find that the home inspector will recommend a secondary inspection, whether it be roof, HVAC, plumbing, and know that this is not uncommon. Do not let this discourage you, as it is common, especially if the systems are older. Number 5, we want to remind you that having realistic expectations is key. We cannot stress to you enough how important it is to have those realistic expectations when you are shopping for a home. If we are in a seller's market, homes may be in a high demand and priced higher than you expected, and you may potentially face bidding wars with other buyers. On the other hand, if we're in a buyer's market, homes may be priced more competitively and you may have more negotiation power. Either way, we will guide you in the process, so whether we're in a seller or buyer's market, know that we will let you know what to expect when you're buying your home. By focusing on these 5 things, you'll be well on the way to find your dream home, and it will help you buy the best home for your budget in a location that you like, and of course with your long-term real estate goals in mind. If you're moving to Boise and the Treasure Valley and you are not quite familiar with all the great cities that we have around here, make sure that you get our Boise relocation guide. You can find the link in the description below, and we find that that's a helpful tool for buyers from out of state or out of the area. If you have any questions or if you're ready to get started working with us to find your next home, do make sure you reach out to us so we can help you move on with your life. Thank you so much for watching, and we look forward to connecting with you soon.